Hello guys! Are you among those researchers who exert so much effort in citation or referencing? Or you are not sure if your reference format is correct? Or simply, are you among those researchers who are finding it hard to fix your citations? Can you observe that in citation, it is time-consuming and sometimes we are exhausted fixing it in our research paper? Now guys, in this video, I will be presenting a quick guide on a citation generator or a citation management tool using the CiteFast. This generator will actually save time and energy. Ready? Let's begin. First is, of course, we are going to open our browser and then place or type the citefast.com and then enter. CiteFast is actually an easy tool or an easy web tool for creating citations. So it is actually a citation generator that is free to all, and the students can utilize it in order to generate the different citations in different formats. So as you can see, we have here the APA 7, the APA 6 edition, MLA 8 edition, and so on. So some of the features include is the automatic lookup for the journals, a book, a web page, and it also includes copy and paste and exporting to a Microsoft Word, or even the InText citation generator with guide and of course many more. So as we proceed with our video, I will be sharing the different steps on how the CiteFast works, and I will be giving some examples. Before we proceed with an example on how does the CiteFast works, let us first know what are the advantages of this citation generator. So, when we talk about citation management tools like this CiteFast, they are actually quite beneficial in a lot of ways. Like, it can help, of course, in managing the list of references or citations or our bibliography in a more easy and effective way. Thereby, it actually saves time, and it also helps in organizing the citations and making them accessible by managing the information while we are researching. So this helps in saving the precious time as well as our energy. We are being sometimes exhausted in searching review of related literature and for our background of the study, and these citations and referencing is also quite time consuming. So with the use of citation manager or citation generator, we can save time and we can save also energy. So it helps in synchronizing the data across the multiple machines, as well as it offers the advantage of sharing the research with others. And likewise, the citation management tools like the CiteFast help in accessing the information on the desktop or any online platforms, and it provides the benefit of citing and listing resources in a wide range of bibliographic styles as needed. So as you can see, we have here the bibliographic style or research citation formats. As we have stated a while ago, we have here the APA, the 7th edition, APA 6th edition, the MLA 8th edition, the Chicago, and the MLA 7th edition. So, you can also use even other citation generators or citation management tools such as the EndNote or the Zotero, but I think CiteFast is more easy and it is more fast and more convenient to me. So let us move on with how the CiteFast works. Okay, so moving on, here are the simple ways on how the CiteFast works. So first is we are going to click on the citation format, whether if that is an APA 7th edition, APA 6th edition, MLA 8th edition, the Chicago Research Format, or the MLA 7th edition. Take note that the default citation is the APA 7th edition. Next is we are going to select a source. We have here, if that is a web page, a book, a journal, or even from other sources, which includes the social media platforms, a web image, a magazine, an encyclopedia, a dictionary, a government publication, television or a radio, a lecture note, conferences, newspaper, online videos, dissertation or thesis, a blog, an audio, a podcast, an interview, a film or a DVD, or even a report. Next is we are going to provide the information needed. It's up to us if what are we going to use, if we are going to use the autofill or a manual. So under the autofill, under the web page, we will just enter the URL. And if that is a book, we can enter a book title, an author, or the ISBN. If that is a journal, we need to enter the article title, the author, or even keywords. And of course, we can click here others. For example, a social media, we can enter a URL. If that is a web image, we need to simply fill up the following information needed. And for the others, we have here magazine, encyclopedia, government publication, television, and so on. Now, let's take for the manual. How does the manual works? Of course, if that is a manual, we are going to input the different information manually. So we have here the author's name or an organization, the date of publication, title of the document, the website, or we can click also here if the source material is likely to change over time. And we have here the URL. But if we are going to click the autofill, our CiteFast citation generator can detect, not always all the time, that it can detect the different informations needed. Next is, for example, we have here a URL. We have used the autofill. So we have here the our citation generator. The citation generator have detected the different information needed. However, you need to check if the format has been followed. For example, in this particular title, in the title of the document, it will not always be the case that the sentence case will be followed. So the autofill generator will just copy the title of the document. So we need to check if this is in a center case. So capitalize only the first word after a colon or a dash, and including the proper nouns. So we have here, after that, we need to check if the URL was already placed here, even the website. So if you check that the informations are complete, you can click Save Citation. And we can now view your citation on the bibliography or on the right side. Now you can continue citing other sources. For example, you have here a book. Later on, I am going to give some examples. And then we can now export to a Word. You can export to Microsoft Word already, the citation. So automatically it will be downloaded. and then we can open. See, you can see the reference is already in a Word file, or we can copy paste. So we have here the copy and paste. We can change the format to Times New Roman, or we can change the font to Calibri. So we have the option if we are going to export to a Microsoft Word, or we are going to simply copy and paste the citation below and then copy and paste it in a Word file. So we have here select all, and then right click and then copy, and then we can simply paste it in a Word file. So for the first example, we have here a web page. We are going to use web page when there is no reference category that fits and the work has no parent or overarching publication such as journal, blog, or others other than the website itself. So for instance, we have here source. So let us copy the URL and then go back to CiteFast, enter the URL, and then click the search button or the magnifying lens here. The citation generator will generate the informations since we have chosen the autofill. So if you're going to observe, the CiteFast have detected the different informations needed, and you need to double check if the informations are placed properly. So you need to check the author, the date of publication, the title of the document, and we have here the website, and we have here the URL. So in here, we have here the citation. So if we look that it is already okay, we can save citation. We can observe that when we save, it will be placed on our bibliography or references in the right side of the CiteFast website. We have here, and then we are going to look for another. If when you observe a while ago, the CiteFast generator have detected the informations immediately. However, in some instances or in many instances, it is not the same. For instance, we have here another URL, so we can copy the URL and then go to CiteFast and then search. So the CiteFast will try to detect the informations needed. If you are going to observe, there are no inputs in the author's name. But when we are going to check the site, we have here an author. We have here the Siling Cheng. So we are going to place here the author. We have here the Siling. And then, we have here the Cheng, and then we have here the initial of the first name. And then we have here the date published. So we can check here. We have there March 31, 2015. So we have here day March 31, 2015. And then document title. So we need to check also that the title should be in a sentence case. So in other words, you need to capitalize only the first word after a colon or a dash, and if there is a proper noun. So we have here a proper noun, the South Korean. So we need to capitalize those, and of course the first letter of the first word. Next is we have here the website, and of course the URL. Now if we can check that the citation is already okay in here, we can already save citation. So that is for the web page. Our second example is from a book source. So let us click the book icon. In here, we need to enter the title of the book, the name of the author, or even the ISBN. So for instance, I have my previous readings on organized crime. So I can simply copy and paste the name of the author. You can do this if you wanted to update your references in the APA 7th edition format, since this format is from the old format. So, going back to CiteFast, let us now click the search button. Okay, so here are the list of the possible sources that was generated in the CiteFast. So if we are going to compare, this matches the information of my old reference. So we have here the title of the book, which is The Organized Crime, and we have here the author, Howard Abadinsky. The problem is they have a different year of publication. This happens when the book authors have updated their books. That's why we have there the edition. So from the list of sources, possible sources, the first one would probably a match. So let us try to check this, or click on this particular source to check the information there. So if you are going to observe, the informations needed are already placed on the appropriate boxes, so, or places. We have here the name of the author, we have here if this is a book, or the year of publication, the title of the book, and the publisher. Now, if you check this print format, this will appear, but if you will check this online format or web format or ebook format, you can click this, and this DOI or URL will appear. You check this ebook format if the book was taken from the ebook sources, and then place here the URL. Now, for instance, this is already enough, and you are already satisfied with the format in here. You can now save the citation. Save the citation, and then you can look for another sources. For our third example, we have here a journal. Click the icon journal, and then we need to enter the title of the article, or the name of the author, or the keywords. So for instance, we have here a journal. Again, do not place the URL because this will happen. For instance, you are going to place the URL. This will happen. Your entry looks like a URL or DOI, of course. Please enter a title or keywords. So let us follow this, the title of the article. So let us try to copy the title of the article. So again, we highlight the title, and then copy, and then go to CiteFast. We are going to paste the title, and then click the search button. Of course, here are the lists of the possible sources. We need to check if it matches with our article that we have read. So we have here Goody. So let us check if it matches. We have here 2008. So we can simply click this to verify. If you think that it is already good, you can save citation. So again, it will be placed on the right side of our CiteFast. So we have here. If this is a journal, automatically if you're going to observe, the URL will be entered. Another example is, what if we have watched some documentaries that are related to our research topic? So you can click here and then look for the online video, and then we are going to enter the URL. Of course, we are going to go to the site where the online videos came from. Highlight the URL, copy, go to CiteFast, and then paste, and then click the search button. You need to check, because in some instances it says here, or the informations needed are not detected. So what are you going to do? You can simply enter manually the title and the date. So let us go again to our online video. We are going to highlight the title of the video and then copy, go to CiteFast and then enter the video title. So we have here, if there are author or producer in the video, we are going to place also. So in here, I think this is our producer. Sometimes it appears here, the name of the producer. Or if you are going to, what do you call this? You're going to watch this video, it can be, or it is available on the last part, what is the name of the producer. For instance, this is the name of the producer. You can copy the name of the producer or the organization. We have here the Exodus Cry. Oops. Again, copy and then go to CiteFast, paste, and then we have here year. We have here it premiered in 2020, January 17, 2020. January 17, 2020. January 17, 2020. So here, if you think that the informations needed are already completed, you can click Save Citation. Okay, so we are already done. Now we can already export the references, or we can copy and paste. We can export to the Microsoft Word. So let us open this up. Export to Word. This is one of the good features of the CiteFast, because those saved citations here will all be placed in a Microsoft Word file. There. Oops, sorry for that. So we have here the references again. We can also copy and paste, and we can even change the font to Times New Roman or change the font to Calibri. If we want to copy all the references, we click Select All and then copy and then paste to the Word file. Sorry for that. So we have here. Oops. This modification is not allowed because it is open for viewing only. Okay, so we can already select all, and then if we want to copy, we can click Select All and then right click, copy, and then go to the Word file and then right click and then you click the Keep Source Formatting so that the format will not be changed. So we have here our references. So we have two ways on how are we going to save the reference. Okay, so we are done with referencing. Now let us try to check or have a glimpse on how do we use these references in InText citation. So we can click here the InText citation guide. And if you're going to observe, the name of the authors that we have placed in our references appears here so that we can use it in in-text citation. So if you are going to observe here, we have here a guide. These are actually required when you are going to use someone else's ideas, theories, or research in your paper. So here is a quick guide. We have here a quick guide for the quotation or on paraphrasing. Take note that the APA style encourages the inclusion of page numbers for paraphrases, but take note that it is not mandatory. However, include page or paragraph numbers if it will help the reader to find the information. Take note, for no authors, you need to use the title in the place of the author or shorten the title if needed. You can use double quotation marks for title of an article, a chapter, or a web page. You can use italics for the title of a periodical, a book, a brochure, or a report. So we have here an example. This is our example. Now, in cases of two authors, we also have here a guide. You can read this in the CiteFast website. For 3 or more authors, we also have here. Now, with regards to the format in in-text citation, you can watch my previous video regarding the manual citation. You can have here the format on groups and using quotations again. So again, in quotations, when quoting, always provide author the year and specific page. So we have here the guide. Paraphrasing, we have here your guide. You can read this. And you can have here the different examples. So that's it for the CiteFast generator or citation generator. There. So thank you again, guys, for watching this video. If you think that this video is helpful, please click like and share the video. If you have questions, don't hesitate to comment below. And please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you again, guys, for watching.